Well, U0003, one of the purebred St. Croix, I believe. I think she was born 2 years ago. I'm not entirely sure, but she's older. She gave birth to a lamb here, U0087, and the lamb seemed to like my legs more than her mama. So I'm going to try to get this lamb back to her mama. But she's following me around, which isn't what I wanted. And all the sheep came over to see what the spectacle was. Yeah, I think this is Granny's daughter that was born like after I bought them, the first litter, or the first lambs. So that's them when we take a picture. Let's see if there's any more lambs out here. Yeah, to carry on the discussion from yesterday about plans for 2025. I should mention today is Friday. I think it's January 3rd, 2025. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock. I had to take my jacket off. It was so warm. But yeah, the primary plans are the sheep. That's kind of where I'm putting all my eggs, or at least most of my eggs, is developing the sheep and then the cows. And then I'm going to do some experiments with chickens and with pigs and maybe some other things. And the sheep need dogs. My wife says, why don't you get rid of those dogs? They're eating all the food. They're not giving you anything. And so far, the dogs, even though they're tied up to trees, they're doing a pretty good job of protecting the sheep. I don't think it's my ability to, maintain fences that's doing that. The electric fence might help a little bit, but I'm pretty sure the dogs are part of it. Very shortly now, I'm going to take those youngest puppies. I'm going to separate them off their mom. I don't think they're milking on the mom anymore. They're definitely eating dog food, like little puppies do. So I think it's time to separate them off and wean them. And then I got to figure out, maybe what I'll do is take some of the older ewes that have already given birth with some of the larger lambs and put them with the puppies, so they can get acquainted with each other and the puppies can learn proper behavior. I think I'm going to leave Bailey as a free roaming dog. I don't want her to breed with Snowball again. Probably going to skip the next breeding and then have her breed with Hindungi. And then I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with Nutmeg. I don't really see a need for Nutmeg. Unless I have Nutmeg breed with one of her puppies or one of Bailey's puppies, it doesn't really make too much sense to keep her around. I think Hindungi can provide the genes that I need. So, got to think about that a little bit before I make any rash decisions. Looks like everything's in perfect working order here. I don't really see any problems. I see a couple sheep over there. I'm going to go take a look at the fence line. But yeah, lots of little lambs, and I think they're safe and dry and clean here. Let's see, that one's tagged, right? Yeah, I think it's tagged. Let me double check here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's tagged. I can't see the tag, but the ear is lower. The left ear is lower than the right ear, so I assume that's the tag that's wearing it down. Yeah, this is the new mama. You got her? There you go. Take care of your little baby. That one has a little tan spot on the back of her neck, or his neck. It's a ram. Surrounded by little lambs. I think the goal was 20, maybe 30 lambs, and I think we're already at 20. So I was playing around with the spreadsheet, doing a pivot table off of like the week that they were born in, and I definitely see a curve that's building up. So I think we're kind of hitting the middle point here, or we might have already hit the middle point of that distribution. So I could probably sit down and pull out a calculator and tell you how many more lambs should appear based on how many lambs did appear. Then I could factor and model in some of the breeding details about their estrus cycle and how often rams tend to misuse. But I'm pretty confident that the rams did their job and the ewes did their job, and we got the crop I was expecting and then some, right? One little note, I'm putting up a yellow caution tape or a flag. The younger ram that I have, the St. Croix ram, he was born here, I think at the same time as U003, and I think he was born to lady U002, right? That udder is not perfect for me. It's big on the right end. Speaking of which, I did want to figure out one day how to milk these sheep, and if I could figure that out and start producing milk from the sheep, I think that would be a really good thing. Okay, so I was saying that the second ram, I don't know what's wrong with this little guy, but that does not look happy. What is going on with her? She's skinny. There's a bunch of crud that built up on her tail. I don't know if it's blood or poo. Yeah. That is not a pretty picture there. That's that one I trimmed the hooves on. Anyway, my point is that ram is not doing very well. He's laying down, and some of the fur on the back near the butt is missing. It's a little bit of a bare spot. That could be for a number of reasons. I saw some fur in the mouth of one of the other rams, so maybe they're biting the fur there for some reason. Maybe it itches or something. But he's lethargic, and I left and I came back and he seemed better. But since I came back, I was very careful that the rams don't get dog food. So maybe the dog food was sustaining him, so I gave him a little bit of dog food today. I'll see if he recovers a little bit. The dog food isn't ideal for sheep. It's too high in protein. But we'll see if that helps him. So I'm a bit concerned about him. Anyway, guys, I don't have much else to add. Just immediate plans are getting those dogs into a pen, maybe moving some sheep in there, keep moving the cows, and maybe someday I'll move the sheep to a different part of the pasture. I'm not really sure whether it's worth it to do it now in the winter or not, but that's pretty much it. All right, you guys have a great day. Take care and bye-bye.